Hello everyone. Today topic discussion is gene regulation. Basically, the gene regulation is present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, in prokaryotes, which is context which is considered as operand concept, wherein eukaryotic it is considered as a battery concept. So, so today we will discuss with operand concept, which means in the prokaryote. So, see the introduction with the gene regulation in the operand concept. So each cell of a living organism contains thousands of genes, but all these genes do not function at a time. Genes functions according to the requirements of the cell. So genes control the phenotypic expression of a various characters through the production of specific enzymes. Enzymes are special proteins which catalyze chemical reactions. The production or synthesis of a particular enzyme is not constant. It varies as per the requirement of the cell. In other words, the synthesis of a particular enzyme is sometimes high and sometimes low depending upon the requirement of the cell. The cells exist of on-off system which regulates protein synthesis in all living organisms. Synthesis of enzyme depends mainly on two factors. In a degradative process, the synthesis of enzyme depends on the availability of molecule to be degraded. If the molecule is in more quantity, the enzyme synthesis will be more and vice versa. In a biosynthetic pathway, the synthesis of an enzyme is governed by the end product. It is the in the it the end product is more, the enzyme synthesis will be less and vice versa. So again here there are two types of gene regulations where the negative regulation and the positive regulation. In the negative regulation, the system and inhibitor is present in the cell which prevents transcription by inactivating the promoter. This inhibitor is known as repressor. For initiation of transcription, inducer is required. Inducer acts as an antagonist of the repressor. In the negative regulation, absence of product increases the enzymatic synthesis and presence of the product decreases like synthesis. If see the operand model, the operand refers to a group of closely linked genes which are act together and code for various enzymes of a particular biochemical pathway. In other words, operand is a model which explains about the on-off mechanism of protein synthesis in a systematic manner. The operand model of a gene regulation was proposed by Jacob and Monod in 1961. They were awarded Nobel Prize for their discovery in 1965. The operand model was developed working with lactose region, which means lac region of the human intestine bacteria, which means E. coli. The gene regulation was studied for degradation of the sugar lactose. The operand model consists of seven main components, where structural genes, which are ZYA, and the operator gene, promoter gene, regulator gene, repressor gene, co-repressor, and inducer. So, the discussion of these genes will be go. The discussion will be uh, now the discussion will be considered. So, the structural genes. So, the lac component of E. coli consists of three structural genes, which are ZYA. Now, the Z gene is located near the operator gene, where the Y located between Z and A, and the A is located on right end of the operand concept. See in the figure. So these structural genes transcribe a single polycystonic mRNA molecule. This mRNA molecule controls the synthesis of three different enzymes, which is beta galactosidase, galactosidase permease, and the galactosidase transacetylase. The enzyme galactosidase consists of four units and catalyzes the breakdown of lactose into glucose and galactose has given that the enzyme galactosidase permease is made up of one unit of proteins, one unit, and permits the entry of lactose from the medium to the bacterial cell. So galactosidase acetylase contains of two units. Its main function is to transfer an acetyl group from acetyl coenzyme A to beta galactosidase. The function of all the structural genes is controlled by operator gene. Thus, the main function of structural gene is to control synthesis of protein through messenger RNA. In an operand, number of structural genes is always equal to the number of polypeptide genes. So the change synthesized under common control. If three types of proteins are synthesized from one operand, there should be three structural genes. In prokaryotes, all the structural genes from single polycystic mRNA molecule, where in the eukaryotes, each structural gene forms a separate, which means monocysteinic mRNA molecule. Next, we will see operator gene. In the lac operon of E. coli, the operator gene is located just near the structural gene Z. It consists of 35 nucleotide base pairs. It is the binding site of the repressor. The main function of the operator gene is to control the function of structural genes. So when the repressor is bound, if see the however the its own function depends on the repressor molecule. Binding of repressor with operator makes it non-functional and thus prevents the transcription. Repressor prevents transcription by inactivating the promoter gene. Mutation of the operator makes it unfit for binding with repressor. In such situations, operator is free from binding with repressor and transcription can start. When the repressor is bound to the operator, initiation of transcription of lac mRNA by RNA polymerase is prevented. When operator is free, the promoter is available for initiation of mRNA synthesis. Next gene is promoter gene. Where the promoter in the lac operon of E. coli, the promoter gene is located next to operator. This is located between operator and the regulator gene. The promoter segment is a place where mRNA polymerase enzyme binds with the DNA. The recent investigation suggests that the promoter segment has three subregions with recognition site, a binding site, and an mRNA initiation site. The main function of promoter gene is to initiate an mRNA transcription. The mRNA transcription moves from promoter region to the sexual genes through operator region. The promoter starts mRNA transcription only when operator is free and or when repressor is not bound to the operator gene. The binding of repressor with operator inactivates the promoter gene and prevents transcription. Next one is the regulatory gene. The regulatory gene is located on one end of the operand segment in E. coli. The function of the regulatory gene is to direct the synthesis of a repressor within a protein molecule. The repressor may be either active or inactive or a pro-repressor. So active repressor has a tendency to bind with operator gene in the inducible system. When the inducer is present, the repressor binds to the inducer and forms an inducer-repressor complex. This complex cannot bind to the operator gene and therefore protein synthesis can't take place. In the repressor system, the repressor molecule is inactive and therefore cannot bind with the operator gene. In such condition, protein synthesis by structural genes can take place. The repressor can become active on combining with the co-repressor. This repressor co-repressor complex blocks the operator gene and prevents protein synthesis. Next gene is repressor gene. Repressor is a protein molecule, so its synthesis is directed by regulator gene. It may be either in the active form or inactive form described above. It has affinity with operator gene. In the active form, it binds with operator gene and prevents transcription in protein synthesis by inactivating promoter gene. When it is active form, the transcription and protein synthesis can take place. So this can be inactivated by inducer. Next is co-repressor gene. It has perhaps a product of one of the enzymes synthesized by structural genes. The co-repressor makes the inactive repressor active in a irrepressible system after combining with the same. The repressor or co-repressor complex can block the operator gene and stop protein synthesis by structural genes. Next one is the inducer gene. Inducer is a substrate where there is lactose in the lac operon which promotes the transcription. So it binds with the repressor molecule and makes the same inactive. The repressor then cannot bind with the operator gene, and the transcription and protein synthesis can be takes place. You see the mechanism of gene regulation. You see the mechanism of gene regulation is of two types, as earlier we discussed, that negative regulation and positive regulation. So in the negative regulation, absence of product enhances the synthesis of enzyme and presence of the product decreases synthesis of enzyme. So in the lac operon of E. coli, the synthesis of protein depends whether the operator gene is blocked or free. Whether the operator gene is free, protein synthesis by structural genes will be takes place. On the other hand, when the operator gene is blocked, the protein synthesis is prevented. Thus, the on-off of the protein synthesis is governed by free or occupied position of the operator gene only. So, in the negative control, the regulator protein is a repressor which inhibits the protein synthesis. In the individual system, the effector molecule is the inducer. The inducer binds with the repressor and inactivates it so that it cannot bind with the operator. In the repressible system, the effector molecule is a co-repressor. The co-repressor on binding with the inactive repressor makes it active and inhibits protein synthesis. Because where becomes active, it will bind with operator and stop transcription. Next is positive control. In the positive regulation, presence of product will enhance the synthesis of enzyme. In other words, in positive control, the regulator protein act as activator and hence the protein synthesis. So the Abronage operand of E. coli is an example of positive gene regulation. So that's was today's topic. Thank you.